Americans.
To my great fellow Americans.
A former president was shot, an American citizen killed, while simply exercising his freedom to support the candidate of his choosing.
I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.
While we may disagree, we are not enemies. We're neighbors. We're friends, co-workers, citizens, and most importantly, we're fellow Americans. We must stand together.
For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today.
Violence has never been the answer, whether it's with members of Congress of both parties being targeted and shot, or a violent mob attacking the Capitol on January 6th, or brutal attack on the spouse of former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, or information and intimidation on election officials, or the kidnapping plot against the sitting governor, or an attempted assassination on Donald Trump.
From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence, for any violence ever. Period. No exception.
Radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives.
We can't allow this violence to be normalized. You know, the political record in this country has gotten very heated. It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that.
My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it.
God bless you all. May God protect our troops.
God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Hey, look, this guy's got this freaking Aventador. It's a blue Aventador right here. Yeah, I'm gonna get closer to him if I can. He's got the blue Aventador. Let's see how close I can get to this guy. Oh shit, why is my fucking flashlight thing on? Oh. Yeah. Alright, I turned my light off because my flash for some reason was on. Here we go. That Revuelto is disgusting. I like the Aventador. This shit is nice. This is nicer than the Revuelto. I don't care. It is old, but I like this more. The Aventador is definitely cool. Anybody who's got an Aventador, the value on that shit's gonna go sky high, because this Revuelto is boring. I like this. This is nice. And I gotta get a blue one. I like that shit. That's hot. I'm just trying to get back to him before we get on the open road. See if he's gonna put the pedal to the metal on that shit. So I gotta get past these guys, man. These guys driving too slow. Hopefully he's not going on the cross island. Watch these grates. Gonna break the bottom of that car. On here. Can't believe how small those things are compared to regular sized cars. It's just ridiculous. Like that thing is like the Tesla Model Y looks like a freaking monster truck compared to that thing. Well, 1 week from now, you got to pick up the iPhone 17. So I'm happy about that. And let's see. I don't think there's anything else I have to do. I'm really waiting for Black Friday to see what kind of sales they got Black Friday. I don't need any appliances, but it'll be kind of interesting to see what's being sold. I know there's lots of accessories and stuff and peripherals and stuff that'll be sold. Pick up stuff, for Christmas. I told the females in my life that when Mondani wins the mayorship, I told them I'm going to get them hijabs for Christmas. And I was serious about that. I'm going to, like one of my friends, I'm going to get her a red hijab. I asked my mom what color hijab does she want. In fact, I might go all the way. I might buy him a burqa. But hijabs are I like hijabs. I really do. I really like a hijab. They're so pretty. I think they look way better than bonnets. Let's just say that. We had an exotic rental company. It's called Cloud9 Exotics. I made a couple of videos, and I've gone to a couple of their functions. They haven't done anything recently, but it was pretty cool going to those things. But they let you could rent a Aventador when they had it. They had an Aventador S, and I think they had another one. They never had an SVJ, but they did have an S. But they wanted like $2,000 a day, and I think you had to show that you had enough insurance to be able to rent it, because they wouldn't rent it to you if you didn't have enough insurance. And I believe you had to have $7,000 on a credit card that they could put as a hold, from what I remember. I always thought that would be cool, but it's like, I'd be afraid to rent something like that, because in this fucking city, you don't want to damage something like that, because that, I don't feel like losing $7,000 because your car got fucked up. I don't feel like losing a lot of money. This guy knows. He's like, yeah, he must know that I'm watching him. I've seen this before. It's like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna let this guy get on about his business. That's really cool. I'm gonna let him get on about his business. I got places to be. It's really cool though. I really like that. I like that one way better than the goddamn Revuelto. That shit is boring. It's like the thing is silent and shit. I was like, who the fuck makes a silent Lamborghini? This right here is a Lincoln Nautilus, and I like the Lincoln Nautilus. I like the fact, well, first of all, it's made in China. That's the reason why it's better than our Lincolns. The guy has a stretch screen that stretches all across. And the Lincoln Nautilus is maybe a $50,000-$60,000 car. Maybe it's like 55 to 65 or six. It's like 55 to 70 if you get everything in it. You get like black label. But that car is Chinese made. Now it's a goddamn shame that you got to get a Chinese made Lincoln in order to have a nice Lincoln. And it's got the same warranties. It's got the same, longevity and everything that you'd expect out of a Lincoln. You get it repaired here. But the thing has a stretch screen that goes all the way across. And I'm like, well, why didn't they put that in the Cadillac Vistic? They have it in the Cadillac Escalade, and it's a nicer car for it. But nobody wants to have to spend $130,000 to get a nice 3-row SUV. And that Lincoln Nautilus, that thing's only got 2 rows. But, my thing is, it's like, they're putting all this luxury stuff, they're making these cars really nice, but a lot of it's like short-sighted. It's like, I think you could have done a better job with and I like the Vistic, but the Vistic has the same interior I have. It's like, why couldn't you make it more like the Escalade, and it would be like a baby Escalade? People who want an Escalade are going to buy an Escalade. They're not going to buy the Vistic, if they have the money, that is, but $130,000? $150,000, $160,000, $170,000 for an Escalade? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Not unless you have a very big family and you're used to buying cars that cost up to $200,000. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Because the depreciation on that freaking Escalade IQ is going to be biblical, the depreciation on that car. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. But that's just how I feel about it. I'm happy with my Lyric. I'm probably going to end up pushing this car beyond the lease. I might refinance it. I like this car. So I basically had a choice. Either I could wait till the morning, get up nice and early Sunday morning, come to the charging station, or I could just come here and get it done right now, Saturday night, whatever. Friday or Saturday night. So what I decided to do was, I decided to just say, you know what, I'm not tired, so I might as well just come here and do it now. And I'm next in line. Hopefully I get over there with that Toyota BZ4X in my favorite spot, but I'll take the Honda Prologue spot. But I brought my Nintendo Switch. So since I have my Nintendo Switch, I got my Contra, I got my Fortnite and stuff. So, I got single-player games. I play a little bit of the Switch over here. And what I did see online was it's possible to actually have your Switch being held by your steering wheel, because they have like grips or something for the steering wheel, and then you use a Bluetooth controller and you just play it like that. And I actually like that idea. But I'm doing this basically to buy time until they add video streaming apps to our Cadillacs. Because some of the new, or pretty much all the new Cadillacs have it where you can just stream video apps instead of just music. I'm upset that they took that out in the first place, because I demonstrated it in the Cadillac Optic, and I really liked the ability to watch Pluto TV. I could sit here and watch Columbo, or I could sit here and watch Star Trek. But they took it. They gimped the car so that you couldn't use it for some reason. I thought that was stupid. But fortunately, I got my Nintendo Switch, so that's between that and having the ability to watch YouTube. If I wanted to watch YouTube, that's more than enough entertainment, pretty much. So one of these people will be finished in a minute. And fortunately, there's no line for me, so I'll probably be able to get through at least 2 rounds of Contra Hardcore or something. So we'll see. I have a couple other games on here. I got Contra, Ninja Turtles, I got R-Type, I got Doom 1, Doom 2, Fallout, Shelter, So, I'm pretty okay. So, Sunday, I had to pull the Jeep out, see what the Jeep is doing, see how the Jeep is doing. We're at 91,286 miles, and feels okay, no problem. The battery warning light will probably go out later when I've recharged the battery a little bit, because I haven't driven this thing in like a month or 2. And so what I basically do is disconnect the battery, and I don't even have to recharge the battery. I just disconnect it, and for the most part it sits there and it's able to store that charge and hold that charge. Now, things may get worse as it gets colder, but we'll have to see about that. So winter is coming, and as winter comes, it gets colder, and obviously, batteries, it doesn't matter what type of battery it is, batteries start to lose their efficiency, and they can't hold the charge so well when it gets cold. So, car batteries, just like lithium-ion batteries, there's always the possibility of them dying. So during the winter, unless I decide, a couple of days out of each week or whatever to drive the Jeep instead, I've got the, but honestly, the thing about it is, there's a reason I don't drive this car very much. It's because, to tell you the truth, I really prefer driving the Cadillac. One of my friends just got that Cadillac Vistic. I think I showed you pictures of it. And beautiful car. And I'm starting to see them selling simply because it's, a 3-row. So now you got extra space in the back, more space than the Lyric offers. And these things, the electric vehicles are really fun to drive, and they don't incur the maintenance issues that you run into when you drive in a gas car. Like, for instance, my oil life in this car is low, so that means that I have to get an oil change. Now, I noticed that my registration sticker and my inspection sticker both end somewhere around February. So February, I'm going to get both my registration and my inspection sticker changed, and both updated or whatever at roughly the exact same time. But I'm glad that we got a Urus over here. Oh shit! Wait, we got a Urus. This guy got the Urus. Even though it's a guzzied up Audi, it looks cool. Cars are either gonna be boring or they're gonna be hopelessly unaffordable. So take your pick. That Urus is really no different than that Blazer right there. It's like, how the hell do you build a Lamborghini and it don't have a V12 in it? Like, that's where they lose me. The Temerario, to me, is a joke. How you gonna have a Lamborghini with a V8? But then again, I could say the same thing about this dumbass Urus right here. Rolls-Royce built that Cullinan, and that thing has a V12 in it. And I'm like, yo, Lamborghini, why the hell didn't you have a V12? You should have had that V12. What are you doing? And I know you don't need it for the power, but if you're gonna spend $300,000 for a damn car, I would expect that you'd have stuff in that car that nobody else has. Look at this freaking aggressive lady in this freaking old-ass Honda Tucson cutting me off. I'm trying to follow the Urus, and this old-ass cleaning lady in this goddamn Honda Tucson is cutting me off. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so basically, cars are going to be either boring or hopeless. Look at this. They got a 3-car accident right there. Look at them. All 3 of them. The old-ass cleaning lady, and she's got a Range Rover. Old-ass cleaner. She got an old Range Rover, and then she's cleaning. And she's not paying attention. She crashed into this poor man. That's pathetic. That's horrible. So, yeah, I mean, these cars are basically going to be either boring or hopelessly unaffordable. So you got to basically take your pick. Which one's it going to be? Boring or hopelessly unaffordable. We got a Hummer H2 up here, electric. I like electric. I like electric cars. I love them. This guy's going out to deeper into Long Island. I like that. Oh, that is nice. I like that color. That is a pretty color. I like that color. Very nice color. I love you. Good job, sir. So we got this Hummer H2 right here. Sometimes, I just like looking at cars. Is there anything wrong with that? I just like looking at the different types of cars, and then I go and drive them. I drive everything. Like Nissan has a new Nissan Leaf out, and I want to drive it. You see this Chevy Equinox? My car is the more advanced version of that car, but I still want to drive that Equinox just to give it a test drive. I just love doing it. You got these professional car reviewers, and they borrow the cars and they drive them, but these guys are boring for the most part. It's like most of the people watch those videos, they're not even planning on buying any of that stuff because most of it comes from brands that they would never buy. Me, I just like driving it because it gives me the muscle memory and be like, yeah, I drove that, I like that. But I like this Hummer. It was funny because when I first got a Ford Expedition 2002, wow, yeah, and I forgot. It's hard for me to keep up with that thing because I think the Hummer has 900 horsepower or something because that shit weighs 9,000 pounds or something like that. My car, this Jeep only has 485, because it's a 6.4 Hemi. It's hard for me just to keep up with this guy. This guy can effortlessly accelerate. Oh yeah, I should be over here. We got a fucking BMW. I gotta be careful of them because these guys are horrible. Look at this guy. Look at this guy speeding and shit. These freaking BMWs, man. I hate these guys, man. They're terrible. Over here in New York, man, these guys drive like they got something to prove to somebody or something. It's just crazy. Yeah, but when I take this car in, I'm probably going to get maybe a coolant system flush and all that stuff. I'll probably do a little bit of, and you see, that's the thing. What am I supposed to do with this thing? It's like if I don't even feel like driving it no more. It's costing me a couple $100 a month because of the insurance for it. And when I do drive it, I gotta put gas into it. So I know I'm gonna have to put some gas in this thing today. And the question is what the hell am I supposed to do with this thing? It's it's paid off. It's just sitting there, collected dust. I gave it a nice hand wash this morning. Still looks good. I'm probably going to end up, maybe get it repainted or something. Because at this point, it doesn't make any sense to sell it. Because Mercedes was like, oh, yeah, well, it's worth $15,000. I was like, nah, I don't think so. I think I can get more than that. And I know for a Jeep that's, 10 years old, $15,000 might sound like a lot, but these are SRT Jeeps. If you got an SRT Jeep, you could definitely easily get more because they don't make this damn V8 no more. The whole industry's slipping. So basically, if you got a V8 Jeep, that's always going to be worth more than Kelly Blue Book value. So my thing is, it's I'm going to try to take care of it as much as I possibly can. And, just like today, I'm taking the dog out for a walk, basically. I'm taking the dog out for a walk and, just giving it a little bit of, just giving it a little walk, just to keep the fluids moving. So, yeah, that's what it is. So, in fact, I got to come back over here later this week, pick up my Apple phone. I got to get my Apple phone. $2,000 freaking dollars for a goddamn phone. That shit is crazy. Yeah. Actually, it comes out to $21.49, but I get $60 back because of Apple Pay. And got that 0% financing, 3% cash back. See, otherwise, if I didn't have this car, I'd end up with one of these boring-ass V6. You know, look at this. These Kia, I love how Kia and Hyundai feel it necessary to tell everybody that there's a V6 in the car. I mean, have we really fallen so far that you have to tell people you have a V6? I mean, come on, really? New Hyde Park Road. I hope I didn't pass my exit. No, I didn't. I'm good. I just got to get off at the next exit, I think. Yeah, have we fallen so far that you have to advertise having a V6? It's going to get so bad that you're going to have to advertise having a 4-cylinder. It's like when that happens, the world is lost. Yeah, and I think what I'm also going to have to do, because I'm running this AC and it barely feels cold. It has like a hint of cold, but fortunately it's not too hot outside, 77 degrees. But I'm going to have to take this thing in and maybe have them recharge the AC. And, you know, we'll see where we go from there. Have them recharge the AC a little bit. Because, you know, I look at, you know, this car. I mean, obviously, this car is old. This is 2015. This is 10 years old. This is 2025 we're in right now. The map is old. The USB system, the MP3 system, it works. That's one thing I'll give them. It works very well, but the problem is it's all old. So it's like, it's just not as, how should I say, it's just not as, you know, fun to use because it's just old. It's like I'm used to having huge maps and shit, you know. But, so I'm running over here. It's 10:38. If there's anybody at that, you know, that car meet, if there's anybody there, I'll see whoever is still left over. If this is New Hyde Park Road, I'm wondering if I went too far. Maybe I didn't. I can't. I think Community Drive is the one I'm supposed to go down. But it doesn't really matter because Northern Boulevard is Northern Boulevard, so. Now, this is still a very rugged truck. I'm glad that last year, right before I went to Bali, I had put new brakes on this thing. So I put brake rotors, brake pads all around. And since I don't drive it very much, you know, I just drive it just to get the rust off of it. For the most part, it's okay. You know, that battery light should be going away soon. I don't know how long that'll take. Okay, yeah, this is Lakeville and this is Community. I did the right thing. I went to the right place. But, yeah, the battery light will come off after a while. But initially on startup, the car senses, I guess, that it's like low voltage or something. But, yeah, this is still a good truck. Now, here's the, you know, see, if I were to, well, first of all, I already got an electric car, but, you know, it's funny. We have so many more options when it comes to electric cars, and we have virtually fewer options. Well, first of all, there's like no options if you want to get a V8 anymore, unless you buy like a GMC truck or something. But those are not racing spec vehicles. Those are not performance vehicles. And even then, those V8s don't put out any more than about 500 horsepower tops. And that's unless they have like a supercharger. If they have a supercharger like the Hellcat or like the new Ford Raptors or something, yeah, that's when you get the real power. Here comes another Hummer. All these freaking Hummers. Hummer EV. But these things, see, the problem is they can't sell those cars. They got to lease those cars. They can't get, nobody wants to finance that shit. Most of these people buying those trucks, they're hitting up on these, okay, you give us $7,000 down, and we'll put you in this lease on this Hummer. It's like nobody wants to buy those things anymore. You know, and I totally agree. It's like this Corvette right here. Nobody wants to buy this stuff no more because it's like you see that you see that basically your money is basically being you're losing so much to depreciation. It's like nobody wants to buy this stuff anymore. And you know, this leasing system that we have has basically created a culture of disposable vehicles. So people drive a vehicle, and I've heard people say it, oh yeah, well, I don't want to be in a car any longer than 3 years. I'm like, well, listen, if you've got that kind of money, I'm not going to begrudge you. If you feel like paying Mercedes and BMW $7,000 or $8,000 every time you know, go in and end the lease, I mean, that's up to you. But I just don't see the point in doing that. Now, if you drive a model until that model completely changes and then you get a new car, yeah, okay, I mean, that kind of makes sense. But other than that, you know, a lot of people just throwing money away in certain cases. It's their money to throw away. Believe me, I'm not arguing with them. Because, you know, one thing I'm starting to realize is arguing with people, it really doesn't make any sense. It's like at a certain point, you know, when people be trying to argue with me and shit about stupid nonsense, it's like I just block them. Because the thing about it is, I ain't got that kind of time. I ain't got time to waste arguing about stupid shit. Let's see if anybody's here. I ain't got time to waste arguing about just dumb shit. People, oh, you don't need a 2 terabyte iPhone. Who the fuck are you to tell me I don't need a 2 terabyte iPhone? If I say I need a 2 terabyte iPhone, I need a 2 terabyte iPhone. Are you the one paying my bill? The answer is no. The answer is absolutely no. If you're not paying my bill, then what you got to say about it? But people argue about every goddamn thing. They argue about anything they can find to argue about. It doesn't even matter what it is. They feel they gotta argue about shit. And God forbid you express an opinion that they don't agree with, and then they're all up in your ass. Oh, you know what? I can go through the back. Yeah, because I'm gonna park there anyway. I could go up that back alley. Go right up the back alley. Look at this shit. I guess these are where the workers park. They got such a huge parking lot for Macy's. It's like, who the fuck really shops here? It's a huge parking lot for Macy's. Look at this guy. Oh, this must be employee parking and shit. Whee! Whoa! Yeah, let's see if they're even here. It's only 10:44, so in 15 minutes, that should be when everybody splits and Macy's opens up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody should be here. Yeah, they're here. Of course they're here. Of course they're here. They had to be here. All right, there we go. Let's see what's going on out here. Oh, we got some revving going on. All right, yeah, I'm gonna park right here under the shade so my car's not hot as hell when I come back to it. Just walk around real quick. Maybe I go to Starbucks. Walk around real quick. See what's going on. But as you can see, I'm low on gas because I haven't driven this damn thing so long, and I'm gonna put about $20 in it. But I gotta get like oil change. I gotta get maybe a coolant system check and everything. I gotta get the air conditioner recharged and all that. You know, I could wait on that because it is winter coming, you know, but I definitely, if I'm gonna do that, I want to have it done before summer. So let's turn this bad boy off. Turn that bad boy off right now. And all right, let's get out there. See, so I did a complete hand wash and got this nice shade and cover and everything. Nice hand wash right there. I love the way this truck looks. In fact, I think what I want to do with my Cadillac, I want to get the calipers. I want to get these calipers, what is it called? Painted. I want to get the red calipers painted on my Cadillac, just so it matches the Jeep, you know. So this way I'm parked out in front of my house. People are like, oh shit, this guy, who the fuck is this guy? He's got matching cars. I think that guy's a drug dealer. I think he's running a trap house. First the guy has a Hellcat, then he got the Jeep, then he got the Cadillac. What is this guy? Where does this guy work? I got the type of neighbors that'll be talking about you, but they don't even invite you over, you know, because the guys don't want to invite you over because they're afraid your wife might like you, because they don't want you pounding their wife out while they're at work, for one. And the female neighbors that I got, you know, maybe some of them I've talked to, some of them, but you know, some of them they don't want to send the wrong signal, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we got a bunch of BMWs. These are the drivers who are like on the road, you know, creating unsafe conditions and everything, creating havoc. Got this Jeep SRT right here. I've probably seen this guy a couple of times. From now on, I'm gonna look out for this guy. Yeah, it looks like somebody's racing. Shit, you could smell that gas burning off that shit. All right, come on, make some noise, boy. His twin turbo. All right, yeah, he got them turbo charges up in there. Got them turbochargers. All right, so this is BMW life. This is the BMW life. We are going to make BMW great again by leasing and loans. We are going to make BMW great again because ultimately, Dodge done fucked up. Dodge gave up all their business to, in fact, this could be a great picture. I'm going to take a picture of this. So this could be my cover photo. But ultimately, Dodge fucked up. So the Hellcat days is over. And yeah, the Dodge just doesn't give up. Look at this. Got this right here, SS here. 454 SS. Huh? So yeah, Dodge done giving up. They think that all they got to do is take that big, heavy ass electric vehicle, and they think that all they got to do is just take the batteries out and put an engine in. They think all they got to do is take the batteries out, put an engine in, and they think it's just going to sell just because of that. And I'm like, yo, guys, things done changed. The interest rates are sky high. These people are marking up all goddamn cars. Cars are marked up. So it's like, just putting a new engine in it, just putting the Hellcat engine in this heavy ass car. This car weighed 5,000 pounds more than the last one. Well, 5,000 pounds. Uh-oh. Come on, man, make some noise with that thing. What are you doing? Yeah, more noise. Come on, let's do it. Uh-oh. We got the old black cop. He ain't playing. That's the old black cop right there. So you don't want to mess with the old black cop. Ashley Babbitt messed with the old black cop. You saw what happened. Don't mess with the old black cop. He ain't fucking around. He's Nassau County. He'll blow your ass away. I don't mess with Nassau County. Nassau County, I love him because just in case something happens and my Desert Eagle can't handle it, I gotta call Nassau County PD. I love these guys. The old black cop. He's not playing out here, boy. The old black cop not playing. I want to get some Starbucks. Yeah, you watch me, I'm watching you, officer. What's the old black cop doing? Protecting the public. He's defending democracy. And that's what it comes down to. You know, it's funny. How dare they put out a movie, Civil War? I watched that movie. It almost looked like it was more about journalism than it was really about actual Civil War. But I'm like, what was the point of that? It's like, are you just trying to show us how deeply divided this country is? Is that what you're trying to show? M2. That's interesting. It looks like a big square. What's this guy? Uh-oh, we got a Porsche here. He's going to show off. I know he's going to show off. Let's see. What's he going to do? What's the Porsche going to do? What's he going to do? He's going to show off. I know it. What's he going to do? Like that movie Civil War, it's like, what was the theme of that movie? What was it? How many Americans are you willing to kill to protect democracy? Like, what was the whole point of that? I don't know. Uh-oh, we got the Audi R8. What is that, TT? R8? What is that? That's R8. Uh-oh, yeah, another Porsche here. 911 Carrera T. Okay, uh-oh, what's he gonna do? Yeah, that movie Civil War, it's like that movie was just so out of pocket. It's like, why would you be showing shit like that? Yeah, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Now, it used to be you come to these things, it's Hellcat this, Hellcat that. Now you come to these things, it's nothing but fucking BMWs. BMWs, old Mercedes, anything. Because the thing about it is when these dudes are going to the car dealerships here and they're asking about leases and they're asking about finance deals and everything, what kills them is those insurance premiums. That's what gets them. Look at this. Got the turbochargers up in there. Look at that. That's a little bit much. But the insurance premium, and y'all wonder why our insurance is going up. Our insurance is going up because people are doing shit like that to their cars, and then have to show that shit off in public. And next thing you know, when we have car accidents here, if you watch Instagram, there's a channel that I'm subscribed to. Old black cop, you ain't playing. Oh, that's another one. There's more than one cop here. But anyway, when we have car crashes. See, the cops just basically drive by. They've got cameras in their cars, and what they're doing is they're looking for license plate violations. They're looking for ghost license plates. They're looking for missing front plates. And if they decided to, they could take it just about any of these cars if they don't have a front plate, you know? So the cops are looking, boy. So that shit scared me. But I keep my car clean. I don't do shit to my car. I don't do no missing license plates. I don't put tints on my car, nothing. It's like, I don't need y'all pulling me over. Oh, shit. Look at this. Got the diamond white S. I've seen that car before. I think that's Cloud9 Exotics. I've seen that car before. Now, maybe I saw a different one, but yeah, that looked like Cloud9 Exotics. I'll tell you, the Aventador, in my opinion, is better than the Revuelto. The Revuelto is just too refined. It's like the damn thing it's like, you know how people say, oh yeah, I don't want to drive a microwave. Well, yeah, the Revuelto's a goddamn microwave. This is fucking hot. I like that. I don't like those center caps. I would change those, but other than that, I like it. What's over there? There's a Ferrari over there, blue Ferrari. But I wish I could build my own car. If I could build my own car, that would be some shit. There's a guy named Laser Sterling, and he has a YouTube channel, Laser Sterling. And right now he's building an Aventador replica. And my thing is, if you could do that, why not make it your own, you know? That's nice. I like the SV more than the SVJ because the SV looks clean. Like the SVJ's got way too much shit going on. Like it's got like that really big ass spoiler. I don't really like that, but this I like. This would, you know what would look even better with that car? If you had the white interior, like if you had white seats. If you had white interior in that car, that shit would be fucking, that shit would be crazy if you had a white interior in there. Because I love having a white interior. I hand wash my cars. Whenever I have a car, I do not take it to the car wash unless it's winter. During the summer, I hand wash my car. And having to actually carefully hand wash the seats to get like stains off of that, because that's not leather. That white that's in my Cadillac, that's called Interlux. So just like Mercedes, they have the new, what is that called? Basically, it's like a fake leather. It's like a synthetic. You know, having to actually hand wipe that, yeah, it's a little bit extra work. But I use like Armor All, and uh-oh. Cop ain't playing, man. Keep my eyes on that mother. Keep my eyes on him. He's up there following you. What the hell are you listening to? You listening to the Doom Eternal soundtrack? Look at this, look at this. He came back. This guy's got a whole, oh, he's listening to Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne. You know what I like about these car meets? What you see is just people showing off their cars. What you don't see is people coming here, sitting down and trying to argue with people about stupid shit. What a great day to be alive. Oh, I always like this model. I like this model right here. Now this is, I think, what is that, a SF90? But I like this model more because it just looks so clean. You know, I like the clean look. That's nice too, but I kind of like this one a little bit more because this one just looks so clean. That's a nice clean look. I like that. All right, there's that guy. All right, I guess he's leaving again. All right. Yeah, it's 10:59. That means what is it called? Macy's is about to open, so I guess at this point people are splitting. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in here and get my favorite. I'm gonna get me some coffee, BB360 Mo. Yeah, I just like that. It's so clean. It's so simple. It doesn't have all that shit on it. Like those new Ferraris are ugly as fuck. It's like, I like it when the car is just really, really simple and plain. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, let's see what Starbucks got up in here. What do they got? Pumpkin? You know, okay, I gotta go find out what this pumpkin is about. What we got here? Let's find out. It's funny, I haven't made a watch video in so long, and I'm looking at these watches that they got right here. Now, if you remember, I actually made videos because I bought that blue, what was it called? The Blue Angels version of the Citizen EcoDrive Skyhawk AT with atomic time. And it looks like they got another one right here that's yellow. And I'm gonna look that up online because I have the Black Eagle and I have the Blue Angel. I don't know what that yellow one is though, so I gotta look online to find that out. But yeah. There's like nothing really new, you know? It's just like I'm trying to figure out like who still buys watches when we got Apple Watch, you know? Like it's good to have it's really good to invest. And I say invest because ultimately it's something that you want to keep and you want to pass down to your kids. But if you get a good gold watch is an investment. You know, like that one, that's nice. Like I have a gold watch that was left to me by my grandfather when he died, and I keep it locked up in a safe. But I also have, what is it, one of those, I have one of those, what was that thing called, an Omega Speedmaster Pro, and that was like $5,000 when I got it, but I got it cheaper because I got it on eBay. Here we go. You can see I got this Starbucks, what is this thing called, the iced pumpkin latte, spice iced pumpkin latte, right? So I usually make my own coffee, but this time I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just buy it from Starbucks so I can test it out and find out what all the hype is about, because I don't know what the hype is about. I gotta find out about it. That's what I got. So looks like everybody's leaving. It looks like I will too. It's pretty much nobody's still here. All right, so I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm about to taste it. Let's see, how does this taste? Compared to my own coffee made at home, let's see how this tastes. And let's see what this does to my heart rate. We'll use the Apple Watch to figure that shit out. Oh my God. It's very pumpkin-y. It's very pumpkin-y. It has a little bit of a bitter taste in it that you expect from the pumpkin. It's very good. It's good, but you know, honestly, I think I could, Well, you know what I'm tasting? I'm tasting the bitterness of the cinnamon. I'm tasting the cinnamon. A little bit bitter there. Or nutmeg. I don't know. I think that's nutmeg on top. Yeah, so this is basically done. Why you gotta make all that fucking noise out of that little old ass car? Is that necessary? So this is the part everybody likes, where everybody's making all this goddamn noise. Yeah, so everybody clear out. It's over. Nothing to see here, folks. I'm gonna go by Americana Manhasset Mall, and no, you go. I want to like your car. Yeah, that's the C6, right? 2007. It's either a 5 or a 6, right? Yeah, it looks good.
I know they had the 2014 that came out with a new one.
Looks shiny. Now you got those. You hand wash your rims, I guess.
You gotta hand wash everything.
Beautiful, yeah.
I'm from the old school. I do everything by hand.
I do it too. That's my truck over there, that Jeep. Yeah, I've had that. That's 10 years old. Believe it or not.
I see the big Wagoneer. They never made one that big. I can't believe how big it is.
Yeah, they needed something for families, like a Navigator. You know, they needed a Cadillac Escalade competitor.
I'll tell you what I like. I like the Suburban.
Mm-hmm. Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, but that's over 100,000.
130. Yeah, I like the electric one.
You know what my regular car is? I drive a Rogue.
A what?
A Rogue.
Nissan Rogue? Yeah, why not?
I can't.
It's a good car. It's okay.
I don't want to, because people don't care about their cars. They lease them.
I know. They've created a culture of disposable cars.
That's why you're parked over there. I know.
Yup, under the shade, right?
That's right. That's a good car to buy. So
It'll last a while as long as you take care of
how
it.
many miles on it?
92.
Do you have it since it's new?
Yes, I bought it at 0. I bought it new.
Any problems with it or no?
Oh, it's had its number of problems. I had to have the HVAC system replaced. I had to have the head gaskets done. Yeah, I mean, it was a good truck overall.
I bought 4 Fords. I did a construction business. Bought a pickup, Explorer. I bought a Sable wagon, and I bought an Escort. I have nothing but problems. Never buy another Ford again.
Oh shit!
On my block, where I live in Ringwood, the last 20 years when I go home, there's that one American car, except for this one.
One of my family members got a Ford. What was that thing called? Ford Fusion Hybrid, right? Had to do a recall because the battery, the lithium-ion battery for it, couldn't charge it no more. So they said, hey, you can keep the car, but you can't charge the battery. So now that negates the whole point of having it. Then I had a friend. We went and got a Lincoln Aviator, brand new.
That's an expensive car.
Yeah, and it ended up having to go back lemon law because it stayed in the shop for transmission issue, and it was brand new. And I was like, nah, man, something's going on at Ford. But I hear a lot of these companies are having problems, you know?
Yeah, but the Japanese car, my daughter leases them. She gets Hondas, whatever, they have a lot of callbacks. She had an Audi, she had callbacks with that. There's too many contractors now, too many subcontractors making the parts.
Yeah, yep. Chinese parts coming from too many cheap Chinese contractors, yeah.
But I don't have any problems with the vets because I don't put a lot of mileage on it.
Okay. How many miles do you have?
This is like 5,000 miles?
5,000?
5,500 miles.
5,500. You don't drive it.
No.
That's why you don't have no problems. You don't drive it.
I won't go out in the rain.
Okay.
People drive the same speed.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I use the other car. You see how people drive the last 20 years?
Yeah, of course. It's horrible.
They don't care.
Insurance rates
And
through the roof.
There's no deterrent system not to break the law. So
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the younger generation.
Yeah. Well, all of them are going to end up in Teslas.
Yeah, but did you read in the paper? All the rental cars got rid of them. 89% more for breakdowns than the gas motors.
Yeah.
And you know what it costs the taxpayers for one car?
A lot.
$58,000 in subsidies, and it starts with the raw material when it's bought. The tax write-offs that the taxpayer has to pay for you to drive that electric car. And another thing, I'm in the construction business, right? I have 80 amps in my house. If I buy an electric car and I charge that thing, I won't be able to put the air conditioner on my house. I got central air.
Well, keep in mind, with $37 trillion in debt, I don't think anybody's really worried about the taxpayer anymore.
Yeah, but you have to realize that now, the last 35 years,
Nobody wants to work in here. The mayor said there's no jobs. I haven't seen an American landscaper in Whitestone, Bayside, or Little Neck in the last 35 years. They're all Asian. They're all from Ecuador. They're all Spanish.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work. In the black areas, the blacks don't want to work. In the white areas, the white people want to work. No kid cuts grass.
It's the culture they created. They created a culture here.
Now, I'm not a plumber, but I was in the construction business. I got a price to put a hot water heater in. $2,000. I got the money to pay for it. I went to my plumbing supply, picked it up for $540. Right? A.O. Smith, the best one. I got 2 unions on it. You disconnected. It took me 2 hours to put it in. I saved, what did I say? 5 for it right now. But you don't understand. When you make $1, when you spend that $1, it's not $1. You got to pay tax on it. And sometimes it's less. Like you're talking about $1.50 it's worth.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not just now. It's 35 years. I'm not talking about now. I had them working for me. They don't show up on Friday. They don't show up on Monday. They ask me to borrow money. You know how it is. Nobody wants to work.
No, I hear you. All right, well, sir, you enjoy your Sunday.
Enjoy your breakfast, whatever it is.
So thank you. Yeah, iced pumpkin latte.
Is that $9?
Shit, I paid $14 for everything. I got this little wrap thing.
You must have a good job. I tell you.
Oh, I do. Yeah, all right. Good job. I got those dividend-paying stocks, boy. I'm about to get on the plane to freaking Vietnam, boy. Wow. Yeah, those cars right there, those IROCs, those cars right there, that was all they could talk about in the 80s. That's a nice car. That's a really nice car. Like, that's the thing. It's like now all of these new cars, even the new BMW, new Mercedes, these fucking cars are the same as the electric cars. They're computers on wheels. You know? My thing is, if you're not going to give me exactly what I want, then I don't want anything. You know? I might as well take the shitty choice if you're not going to give me what I want. So this is my breakfast. This is one of these Starbucks jalapeno chicken. Now, Dunkin' Donuts has a roasted garlic chicken, little wrap. And I think it's about the same price. I really didn't check how much the price was, but my total order, the coffee and this came out to 14 something. That's the reason why these kids are so deep in student loan debt, because they got a Starbucks right on their campus and they buying goddamn coffee every day. See, for me, I only do this like maybe once a week. And last week I didn't even come out here. So, I'm good. Yeah, this is good right here. I like the taste of this. You could make this shit at home though. So I got a Dominican aunt, and they got all these machines and shit in the house. They can make quesadillas. I know she could make this. It's pretty good though. Yeah, I personally think people don't talk to each other enough anymore. You know, people spend all their time on social media and they don't talk to each other. But then I would argue that what people think is talking to each other isn't really talking to each other. A lot of these people are talking past each other. It's like people are just fucking arguing all the time, you know? Fucking Cybertruck. Yeah, people are arguing all the time. And it's over nonsense. It's over. Hi. How you doing? Yeah, I know you commented on one of my videos. I remember. How you having fun? Huh? I am. Yep. You have a channel? What's your channel? What? Alejandro's Aviation. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you a shout out. Yeah, but I think people don't talk to each other enough anymore. People basically, all right. Yeah, people are so busy arguing and fighting with each other. You know, and I think a lot of it really comes, you know, what's funny, most of the people, when they were talking about that that stabbing on the bus of that Ukrainian girl. What was her name? Zarutska? What I didn't really hear anybody really talking about was the fact that most of the people who were sitting around didn't even notice that the shit happened because everybody's on their phone. And that, it's funny, all of this basically is connected. I'm thinking about Apple and how people are talking about Apple not having a folding phone, right? And I'm like, where the hell would you even need to use something like that? A folding phone. And then Apple's they got these noise canceling headphones, right? Noise canceling headphones that supposedly are 3 times more noise canceling than the last ones, right? So it occurs to me, we got people on a train, we got people on the bus, and they're in their own world. They got a freaking iPad in their hand or a folding phone. So they got some shit the size of a tablet. And then they got noise canceling headphones on. So even just like that girl Zarutska, they were completely oblivious to the world around them. Like they didn't even, there was no level of like survival skills or any of that shit. Like you had no idea what was going on around you. You just had no idea. You just assumed you were safe. And everybody's just in their own little bubble. Everybody's in their own little world. And granted, they have a right to be, but the problem is when you come out of that bubble or you come out of that world, when you come out of it, all you're doing is what the hell? Oh, I don't remember putting on this. Oh, okay, I gotta go back one. Yeah, when you come out of that bubble, a lot of these people, they only come out of their bubble to argue with people and to fight and shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's not productive. It really isn't. That's one of the reasons why VR doesn't work very well. A lot of people do not want to give up their peripheral vision. They don't want to give up their peripheral hearing. They don't want to give up their peripheral vision. You should never allow yourself to be so locked into a bubble that you fail to see what's going on in the world. Do you understand how many people are quick to argue about China and quick to argue about Africa, and they never even fucking been there? I mean, at least I can say I've been there. I could say I've lived there for months at a time or years at a time. These people, especially the ones who like to argue about the passport bros, these motherfuckers don't even travel. So it's like, how are you arguing about shit you don't know nothing about? You're living in a bubble. I remember when we used to say that to people. We used to be like, oh yeah, you know what, you're in a bubble. I forget whose administration it was, but people used to openly say that and be like, yeah, you're in a bubble. A lot of people are in a bubble because they live in segregated neighborhoods. They live in neighborhoods that were segregated a long time ago. They don't have other types of people around them. And you don't know exactly who I'm talking about. I do. But there's a lot of people who live in segregated neighborhoods. There's a lot of people who live in places where it's just them. They have no knowledge nor care about anybody else. And as far as they're concerned, yeah, that's a fine thing. The problem comes when they got to step out of that bubble. The problem comes when you live in the suburbs, but now you got to drive into the urban area in order to get a job. I know they don't have, the new iPhone's not out yet, right? I know it's not. But that's next week. Yeah, they haven't put the new one out, as far as I know. Yeah, they haven't put the new one out. I think they haven't. Yeah, those things aren't, I don't think those things are on display yet. But yeah, when people are in a bubble and it's just them and it's just people like them, it's like they don't understand that there are other people out there and there are other people who think differently and there's other people who have different levels of feelings. It's like, I'm always been the person who I'll talk to just about anybody. But if I come to talk to you, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be fucking trying to antagonize you while I'm talking to you unless I actually know you. See, if you go into like unknown spaces or fucking strange places and shit and you don't even know who you're dealing with and you're just going there to fucking argue. I mean, that's the stupidest shit that you could possibly do. Especially now because you're in a situation where emotions run high. Man, this is a nice neighborhood. So you're in situations where emotions run high. You got a lot of people who are armed to the fucking teeth, just like me. because that Desert Eagle don't fucking joke. But you got people armed to the fucking teeth, and on top of that, you've got emotions running high over various issues. You've got people who are suffering from PTSD. You got people suffering from stress of various types, and you're going to fucking argue with strangers. Like, that's just the dumbest shit in the world. Like, I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about what I'm saying in this case. That's the stupidest fucking thing you could possibly be doing. Here's a Lucid, and we got the Lucid Gravity right there. Supposedly they're supposed to get cheaper soon. I don't see the Lucid Sapphire, or do I? No, I don't see the Sapphire, because the Sapphire says Sapphire on it. Lucid Gravity. Somebody's charging their Benz right here. They got that little ass Benz. The EQB, I believe it is. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you get to know people and you get to know where they're coming from, arguing makes sense then. But it doesn't make sense to argue with complete strangers and you don't know who they are. That's just dumb. You know? It's like, just because you think you're in a safe space don't mean you are. You know, that's one of the reasons why I don't even go a lot of these things, like even with like these car meets and shit, I ain't trying to be in no car meet. You know, I'm not really competing with nobody. It's like I don't feel the need to compete with anybody. You know, there's certain levels of competition that I just don't feel are necessary. And you know, I'm lucky. Oh, there's that China Blue S-Class. There we go. I love that color. China Blue. Love that color. That is beautiful. 580. But anyway, I just don't feel it necessary to fucking argue with people like that, especially if they're strangers. Like, if it's somebody who I know, yeah, we could have a friendly discussion. We could even have an argument. A debate and an argument aren't the same thing. Debates actually have real facts. Now, I'm not talking about some bullshit fucking bogus ass statistics that you heard about and that you're parroting. You know, my thing is, it's funny when you go to these colleges have debates, colleges have clocks. They got rules. The EQS 450. That's nice. Yeah, it's not the 580, but it's nice. Got this big old Cybertruck right here. You know, when you go to college debates, they actually have real debate. They have clocks. They have a moderator. It's like, if you're going someplace, and this is just based on the definition of the word debate. If you're going someplace, you don't have a moderator, and you don't like have a fact sheet, that's not a real debate. That's just an argument. And an argument is mostly emotional. You know, you're just arguing at a certain point. It's like, there's no fucking point in doing that shit. It's like, what's the point? You know, but you know what? I can answer my own question. There is a point in doing it. It's because we have a social media system, and that social media system has been set up to pay people just to sit there and argue on a fucking camera. That's what it is. We have a social media system that is designed to reward people for worthless arguments. That's what we have. Like, when I think about that asshole Zuckerberg, that piece of shit, when I think about him and how he set up Facebook and how he's never going to be held accountable. When I say held accountable, I mean really held accountable. He's not going to ever be held accountable for all of these kids who committed suicide. He's never going to be held accountable for all of the homicides that happened because there was unchecked arguments on Facebook that turned into violence. He's never going to be held accountable for any of that. You know, and I think about, like, even when you're on Facebook, it's like the bastard wouldn't even put a dislike button. All you needed was a like button and a dislike button. That's it. That's it. What he did was he made it so that instead of a dislike button, you basically have a laughing emoji. So basically, if you don't agree with the other person, you're just laughing at them. And I just find that absolutely fucking infuriating. And these people, you got to understand, social media is built with psychologists guiding most of the decisions. So when they put shit like that in there, they're doing that because they know that you're antagonizing people. They know that you're pissing people off. And they're doing that because they think that shit is cute. They think it's funny. That's cool. They think it's just fucking funny. And it's not funny. It's not cute and it's not funny. But they think it is. I don't think it is. I really don't. Because, some people like me, yeah, we can handle it. My way of handling it is either I'll decide, you know what, I don't need to be bothered by this shit. I'm not going to participate in this argument, and I'll just excuse myself out. Or if I post my opinion, and then you get somebody who wants to fuck with my opinion, they'd be like, you're wrong, and you're stupid, and this, that, and other. It's like, I don't even have to tolerate it. I don't have to say another word to them. I just block them. Fuck them. It's like, you could go do that shit on your own page, your own platform, your own page. You could do that somewhere else. I don't need to be bothered by you, But for me to stand, what was, oh my goodness, we got Becky. Liberal feminist Becky. I love her. God damn. So anyway, what was I saying? I just don't have the time to argue with people. It's like, I'm out here trying to make money. That's the problem. Like, I post these videos just talking about freaking cars, and that shit makes money. So this social media rewards people who just sit there and have useless arguments and fucking just useless arguments. Like, it rewards you for that. That's not a good thing. That's just not a good thing. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I'll go this way. I'll pass by the Rivian. Because I'm not going to ever go back to Rivian until they get the new cars. Because once they get the new cheaper cars, I want to go see those. So when they have like a grand opening or whatever it is, or a show where they show the new 50, the cheaper Rivians. Because I already drove the R1T. I made a video about that, so that was fun. It was fast. I like that. But I'm gonna go this way. But anyway, yeah, I ain't got time for no fucking. I'm gonna go into the middle of a crowd of people I don't know. I'm gonna set up a fucking. I'm gonna set up a chair to argue with people I don't know. Like, that's just don't. Oh, you know what I want to do? I know what I want to do. There's a Whole Foods right here. I want to go to Whole Foods real quick. I'm gonna set up a fucking table and chair set and a tent. I'm gonna set up a tent like I'm Achilles. I'm gonna set up a fucking tent so that I can argue with people. That's just dumb. That is dumb as fuck. And I just don't see the there's no logic in that. There's no logic in that. It's not like you're debating with the government over taxes. You're not debating like the mayor or some shit. You're just going into fucking spaces that you don't know about and telling other types of people about their crime statistics or whatever you think you've parroted this bogus shit. And the thing about it is, we don't even know if that stuff is accurate because you're not coming. One thing I never seen these people who want to do all that arguing. You know what I never seen? I never seen them walking around with a book of facts. I never seen them walking around with papers. Like, oh yeah, you could go look it up. Oh, you could Google it. No, motherfucker. If you're gonna run your mouth, then you should have you should have like a big paperwork pile telling me, oh yeah, well, okay, this is where I got this from, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing that. That's at a real debate, that's what you see. This shit ain't debate, it's arguing. That's what it is. So the bottom line is, I'm going to keep doing my thing. You should learn to listen to older people. And they always say that. When somebody's older, you know what it means? It means that we were smart enough to live longer than your ass. So, you don't have to listen to me. I don't force nobody to listen to me. But the thing about it is, I got 2 master's degrees. I got I got a bachelor's degree. I got 2 master's degree. Just based on that, it's like maybe. Oh, whoa, where are you going? What are you doing? You pulling into something? All right, yeah. So you really should kind of take people's like that a little bit more seriously than motherfucking high school or college dropouts who never finished anything and just felt like parroting fucking dumbass information that doesn't make any sense. Maybe you should consider that. I'm just saying, maybe you should consider that. Because it's funny when listen, there's certain people I'm never going to argue with, like doctors, scientists. Now, if they say something way wrong that I know is wrong, I'll say something. Like if a doctor misdiagnosed me or something, I'll be like, yo, doctor, it ain't that. there's something else, there's another problem, I have an actual problem, and regardless what your test says, I have a problem. Like, if it's something that's going on internally, it's like, you can't tell me shit. I'm telling you what I feel. That's different. But as far as scientists, like, they'd be like, hey, guess what? Pluto's exactly 1 billion miles away from this, or something like that. I'd be like, yo, I'm not going to argue with you because you did the math and I didn't. You've got the astrophysics PhD and I don't. I'm not going to argue with you because what do I ain't going to argue with you. I'm just not going to do it. Now, when science properly argues with other science and they release information and they share it, it's peer reviewed and everything, that's different. They can have educated arguments. But if if you're a fucking non-college graduate and you're just going out in fucking public just to argue with people, yeah, that's kind of fucking stupid. Really is. I'm gonna run into this Whole Foods right here, see what they got up in there. Because I actually haven't been to this Whole Foods before. It's like, I just like to go random places and see random things, Sometimes I just pop into a place. Oh yeah, I've never been here before. Just go in there. What the hell is a Theodore Alexander? I don't even know what that is. Who knows? I gotta find out what that is. So we got this Whole Foods going on here. I already got some lettuce. I think I gotta get a little bit more lettuce here. But one thing, they do have some decent salad dressing. Let's see what they got. What's the date? September 20. Okay, yeah, that's good. Damn it. And you know what they had? They had some tzatziki salad dressing, but I don't see it. I don't see that one, so I guess I can't get that one. Gorgonzola. You know what I bought? I bought one of these salad dressings that I didn't like. Oh, you know what I gotta get? I gotta get lemon juice. Yeah, lemon juice. Yeah. I gotta get some lemon juice. It's a really good soup is if you take chicken noodle soup, or if you take chicken with rice soup and you put lemon juice in it. That is fabulous. It is an excellent, you can have a meal out of it, or if you throw some shrimp in it too. You get some shrimp, you put that, you got white meat chicken, lemon, yeah, that's some good stuff. This is a small store compared to the last Whole Foods I went to. This is like a neighborhood grocery, basically, to overcharge. Oh, you know what? I might get some milk too. I gotta get some milk. $7.69 for milk, and they have the nerve to put low price on that shit. Wow. Where's the lemon juice? I don't see. Gotta get that lemon juice in there. Yeah, I gotta find the lemon juice. Where is it? Oh, maybe some feta cheese too. Feta cheese. Where's that feta cheese? I have Greek salad. I do not see the feta cheese. I was getting feta cheese from Trader Joe's, but I don't see it. I don't see the feta. Let me see the feta cheese. Where is it? I keep looking. Maybe they have it somewhere else. I don't know. Gotta find that lemon juice. Where the hell is it? Oh, it should be here. Let's see how much they want to charge for that. Oh, they got all the salad dressings here. Where is it? Let's see what they got. This is a smaller store. I like the other one better. The other one's bigger and more laid out and everything. This store has less stuff. This is baking, man. I got oil, and I do not see lemon juice. I don't see it. I'll figure it out. It should be here somewhere. Okay, we got sushi right here. Got some deli stuff right here. find that feta cheese. Okay, yeah. Like, you see this chicken and rice soup right here? If you like soup and you want to try something new, get you a chicken and rice soup and put lemon juice in it, and then put shrimp in it that's cooked already. That is a fabulous, fabulous meal. It's a very good breakfast. It's very good. Like, if you're late at night and you're hungry or something, very, very good. And then, as you can see, they have a very small butcher. This is the cheese department, and they said they have feta cheese. I got my feta. Feta cheese right there. Is there anything else? They got like goat cheese, they got feta, Parmesan. Oh, you know, I should get coffee, but I don't know where to get it. In fact, no, I'll get like Folgers crystals or something. Because I make my own coffee. My coffee is wild. I think I can get milk later. Oh, sorry. All right, I think I got everything I need. Okay. Yeah, but that chicken and rice soup with the shrimp and the lemon juice, let me tell you, that is good eats. Okay, so we're all done. Got my little scores here. They got some little cakes and pies. But I've been making Greek salad and what is it called? Caesar salad, Greek salad mostly during the summer. I'm keeping that up. I like making salad, but in order for me to make a salad, I gotta have the jalapeno peppers, and I gotta have banana peppers. I gotta have jalapeno peppers. I gotta have Becky Peppers right there. I got Becky Peppers. Could you imagine your name is Becky? Good morning. Yes, absolutely. Good morning. How you doing? Gotta have Becky Peppers. If I'm gonna have peppers, they gotta be Becky Peppers. Becky's got the peppers. Look at these. X7. Ugh. Gotta have Becky Peppers. Becky with the X7 right there. All right. So, in fact, you know what? I should put this shit in the car. 'Cause I don't want it to get too hot. Yeah, this is a little store though, because the other store that I go to, well, the other Whole Foods that I've been to is much bigger than this. And you know what? I just realized I was gonna throw that Starbucks cup out, and then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. If I keep that Starbucks cup, I can keep using it. Becky Peppers. You know, key fob detector. It's in my pocket. Okay. So that was fun. So I know now never to come back to this Whole Foods again because it's just so small. It looked like it's bigger than it actually is, but it's not. Yeah, so that was fun. A little Whole Foods, that was fun. So we're gonna head on back towards Roslyn, I suppose that is. Yeah. We have such a nice day. It's 74 degrees. As you can see, the battery light has gone out, which is good. So right now, everything seems to be working just fine. Of course, you never know when something's going wrong. You never know if it's the oxygen sensor or freaking... I got to get the oil changed, but you never know if it's like an oxygen sensor or maybe... Because the last time I had to take this thing, I had to get like a spark plugs and shit. So, just never know. But, so far so good. It's nice and, it's warm, but it's not too warm. So it's pretty cool. So we got some Cadillac dealer. I did want to see the Equinox, but I'm not going to go in there. Not right now. I mean, maybe another day or something. Because really, like, they got a Chevy dealer, there's a Cadillac dealer, there's a GMC dealer. Oh, right, Neck, yes, this is Long Island Motorsports. They always have the nice cars here. But Aston Martin, I can't understand who the hell's buying an Aston Martin right now. But it's like, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But Aston Martin, I just don't see any point. Like, they used to have really awesome cars. Now, it's like everything is boring. It's like they're a Porsche with a V12, basically. You know, I mean, you know, I could see spending, you know, $250,000 just to get a V12. But now that $250,000 suddenly became $300,000 and $400,000. I'm not seeing the value in that. I'm just not seeing it. Now, if it's a Lamborghini, that's one thing. But nah, other than that, I just don't see it. I do not see it. Love this. I like this bridge. This nice scenic, spacious area. A scenic bridge. It's kind of like living in California over here. Yeah, I definitely got to get gas. Definitely got to get gas. I still have a little bit left, but I'm throwing about $20 in there. Because God knows when the next time I'm going to drive this thing is. Yeah, it's probably like I basically drive this car like once a month. Got this Corvette C8. It's like at this point with these C8, the regular C8, the base C8, a lot of people who bought the C8, you know, would try to get rid of them so that they could go back and get that Z06. But now the price of that, like that new one, that ZL1X and ZL, man, those things are so high. You might as well buy a Porsche or a Lamborghini. You might as well get a GT3 RS for the price that they're demanding for that new the ZL1X. That shit is crazy. Like I wouldn't pay $300,000 or $400,000 for that. That's insane. Now, I know there's some people who want it that badly, but I can't see that. I just couldn't see it. But if they want it, if they like it, I love it. No, I'm not arguing. It's like if they like it, I love it. I just can't see it. There's a nice shiny red Escalade. That Escalade is nice. Those Escalades, man, those things are selling. It's like I was saying the last time I made a video. You can count the number of Escalades. You can play Count the Escalades. There's an Escalade IQ. Maybe I can catch up to him. Escalade IQ. I like the way that truck looks. I really like that truck. I just don't like it enough to hand them $170,000 for it. No, I can't. I just can't do that. It's like, me personally, I can't see paying anybody $100,000 for a car right now. I just can't see it. I believe, and I might as well talk about it now, so this way I don't have to like do it later. I think there's a economic collapse coming But I don't think it's a housing market crash. I think there's an economic collapse coming. Now, Russia is in the news recently because Russia was basically saying that they think that the Trump administration and America in general, another Escalade, that's a new one. Because you can tell the new one because it has the air vents like my Lyric has. But anyway, they're basically saying that America is trying to get rid of the national debt by forcing it into cryptocurrency. Now think about it, and I've always said this. Like a long time ago, I said that I believe that cryptocurrency is like a tax on the entire world. Now, how do I justify that? Well, first of all, crypto trading is 24/7, constant all the time, right? It's constant. Crypto trading is a constant thing. Anybody can do it just about anywhere in the world, even in countries where like the mining is illegal and cryptocurrency may be treated as illegal. There's that Escalator. There it is. Yeah, even in countries like that, the shit is still legal, right? Now here's the thing. People are putting money into it with the belief that it's just going to keep going up in perpetuity. But the problem ultimately is that the government's in it. And if the government's in it, then that, first of all, we know a couple of things about cryptocurrency by now. We know that it's really good for laundering money. And we also know that if you put money in there, you can't be certain what's going to happen to that money. You don't know if it's going to go up. You don't know if somebody else is going to hit the sell button. It's going to go down. It's possible that what they're saying is true, that the American government is unwinding debt into cryptocurrency. And by doing so, they'll make that debt start to disappear. But the problem that I see with cryptocurrency is in order for them to do that, it would take somebody to lose. Like they're going to be putting them debt because it's debt. Keep in mind, this is not money. This is debt that you owe. So my thinking is, if they're putting if the government's betting on cryptocurrency, they're pumping the value of the shit up. Eventually, somebody's going to hit the sell button, and you're going to have a crash. And when you crash, that money just disappears into nothingness. Whatever gains were made, the shit just disappears. So the people who bought in, now they have to wait for years and hope that it pumps itself back up. Long story short, what's this? This is a Escalade. Long story short, that's not where I'm putting my money. I know there's a lot of government bots on the internet that would love to try to, we don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, guess what? My portfolio right now, my Mangoat portfolio is at its all-time highs right now this weekend. All-time high. And I'm not even going to bother talking about how much money I got in my portfolios. I'm not even going to bother doing that. But what I will say is this. I'm at all-time highs right now. If they make the mistake of lowering these interest rates, it's going to cause the stock market to go up because you're going to have more and more people buying into the stock market because they're going to feel that they can buy on margin and they have disposable income, so forth and so on. So the market's going to keep going up. But bottom line is, I'm at all-time highs right now. And I got dividends coming. And my dividend checks are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm not even going to argue my point. I'm not going to argue my point about why I choose dividend-paying stock over cryptocurrency. I feel much safer. Even though there's always going to be a level of risk, I feel much, much safer. And quite frankly, like, I'm seeing gains, boy. I am seeing gains. Myron gains. I'm seeing gains. Let me see if I get that. Woo! Okay, yeah, I'm seeing some gains, man. And I'm not talking about that bullshit cryptocurrency gains where people talk, oh yeah, I'm up 10x and 5x and 4x, and it sounds like they're talking about algebra. No. I'm seeing gains. I'm seeing like I could buy a car cash gains. I could buy like a luxury car cash gains. That's what I'm seeing. So long story short, listen, you can do whatever you want. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. So I just booked me a vacation, Vietnam, Cambodia, 2026. Got this iPhone I gotta buy. All of that is cash money. And it's being paid for by them dividends. So when you ask me, oh yeah, how much dividends you got? I'm gonna be like, yeah, look at this business class seat. That's how much dividends I got. That's gonna be my new saying. I'm gonna be like, yeah, look at my dividends right here. Now I know the smart thing to do is to reinvest the dividends back into the portfolio, but I have AI trading, so AI trading pretty much automatically does that. But I do have a portfolio where it's not in a DRIP, it's not in a dividend reinvestment program. So I have the ability to reinvest on my own. Because I like a little bit of manual play. I was just gonna run by, I keep seeing all these Lamborghinis. I was gonna run by Lamborghini, see what they got in the window. Uh-oh, we got a Hummer. This Hummer's sneaking up on me. I'm gonna get out the Hummer's way. I'm gonna let him just go. That's a nice color. I like that. That's a real nice color on that Hummer. I'm seeing more and more of those things, man. GM is kicking ass. You gotta say, GM is really, really, really kicking ass. Okay, I think this is it right here. Yep, this is it. Porsche, Lamborghini, Rolls Royce. I like coming here, see what they got in here. Porsche. Let's see what they got up in there. Let's see who's here. Woo. Oh my. Oh shit, they got the whole place open. Wow, look at this. Ooh, wait a minute. You know what? That looks like that looks like that orange Urus from before. We got the G-Wagon. I don't even think this place is open on I don't even think. Oh, look at that wing knit, and the freaking blue pipes and shit. Yeah, you just better be careful because these people, man, they get in some horrible accidents, man. When I see these cars torn apart and shit, that shit break. Like, it's just amazing. Look at this. Oh, we got the Range Rover. Let's see what's back right in there. See what they got here. Take a couple of pictures, see what they got. Everybody wants to be a Dubai wife. Everybody wants to be a wife in Dubai, so they got all the money. Everybody wants to be a Dubai wife. Honey, where's my Range Rover? Everybody want to be a Dubai wife. I was in Dubai, man. I ain't never seen that many pretentious motherfuckers. I never seen that much of that shit. Everybody want to be a Dubai wife. Honey, where's my Range Rover? Where's my Revuelto? Wow. That shit. This place is usually closed. I'm surprised they're open today. Yeah, but that's the I'm not impressed by the Revuelto. It's just quiet. I don't know. I'm not really that impressed by the Revuelto. See what else they got. They got they got the yellow one up in there. Got a green one. That's nice. A Porsche dealer. Let's see what we got. A gray one. Got a gray one, got a red one. Red and gray. Got gray with the red stripe. I like that. That's nice. Oh, wait a minute. They must be... I think they're having a meet back. Holy shit. They got a meaty. They got a meet. They got a meet back here. Holy shit. We got a meeting. Look at this. This is Lambo heaven. This Lambo heaven. Look at this shit. They got the fire department. Look at this. We got a meeting. Holy shit. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the reason why people want to stay in New York. Because when you live in New York, you got just things just happen. You got like pop-up meetings. Look at this. I got the SVJ back here with the blue on. Oh, this is a STO. How did I say SVJ? I don't know. It just came to mind. Okay, that's nice. All right, we got a pop-up meeting. Look at this. I'm gonna stop this video. I'm gonna call my cousin. I'm gonna be like, yeah, look at this shit. Got a meeting. That's nice. Okay, white one, blue one, green one, gray one. Oh, wow. Meeting out of nowhere. Look at that. The Temerario. Okay, we got the Temerario right there. This is a Temerario. So this must be like their first Temerario delivery. Holy Christ. I just happened upon the Temerario. This is a Temerario. I was just talking about you. How you doing? I was just talking about this. And I've seen this car before. I think this guy was at the car meet last time down the block. Okay, and then got this what is this? SVJ, huh? Oh. Okay, right here. Oh, look at this. I love this color. This is nice. Manny Kashbin, he just had a video where he had, what was it? What did he have? He was somewhere and he had a video where he was talking about something. I just don't remember what it was. It looks like they're letting you, I don't know if they're letting you sit in there. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just happened upon a car meet. They didn't tell nobody about the shit, but wow. So that's a Temerario. Yeah, I guess I can't get in there. No, you know what? I think if I really wanted to get in there, I could actually fit in that thing. It would be tight because I'm very tall and shit, but yeah, it's kind of it's pretty much exactly what I expected. Yeah, wow, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I just happened upon a secret car show. Exclusive. Oh, they got pizza over here. They got some pizza. We got, this is the haves and the have-nots over here. Welcome to this show is of the haves and the have-nots. So this is the car. Let me back up because some of this guy's taking his pictures. Wow. I'm gonna stop the video so I call my cousin. I want him to see this. So my friend over here, my new friend Alvin, was nice enough to let me see the inside of his beautiful SVJ. This thing is goddamn beautiful. Damn, this guy let me see the inside of this. This thing is freaking absolutely gorgeous. So basically, you know, with the handle, you gotta, you know, the scissor door, you gotta go down. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this fucking thing. God damn. Look at that. That's fucking orangey orange. This guy, I don't know. I told him, I was like, yo, do not sell this car, man. You keep this shit. Do not get sucked into that Revuelto. The Revuelto is dead silent. The guy just drove out of here with the purple Revuelto. That thing was dead silent. It's like, nah, you can't be silent. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. God damn, that's nice. Those orange calipers they just make it pop. Love it. Okay, yeah. And this guy's got this Revuelto. He's gonna start it. When you start it, it starts in EV mode.
Yeah, that's his car. The orange SVJ.
Oh, you,
Man, that's-
so, yeah, Capristo makes it.
I had the Capristo
Not the
on the
exhaust.
SV.
Not the exhaust.
I didn't like it.
Not the exhaust. I have the Rift, and then I have the Capristo wiring harness.
I think they're finishing up, I guess. I think they're starting to put stuff away.
Lambert 2, it connects to all your plugs for your two sensors, and they're still plugged in, but they record the right signal.
Yeah, so they're moving them around. I think they're putting them back inside. But yeah. Oh, people are starting to leave. I gotta go over there and check out that sound. Oh, he started it up. See, with the Revuelto is basically a hybrid. When you start it, it's dead silent. And then when you turn the knob, it becomes, it turns on the V12. I don't think it's supposed, I mean, they did that because now the law is basically saying that these cars better not make no noise, otherwise you're gonna get a noise violation due to a noise ordinance. So they have to have an electric mode now. But yeah, man, that's something else. Yeah, so it's a regular pull.
Can I take a picture of us?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, I'll take a picture.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
what kind of angle you want? You want the long one?
Yeah.
Portrait and landscape?
Yeah, portrait.
Okay. Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, hold on. So I do this regular. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can stand on the side. Oh yeah, I YouTube. Yeah, stand on this side. Like, yeah, make yourselves comfortable. All right, there you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What's your YouTube page?
Big Truck Series Review. I changed my name, but if you look it up, it'll come up. Just type Big Truck Series Review Hellcat.
Serious or serious?
Big Truck Series Review Hellcat. It'll come up. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You too. All right. I guess this guy's about to go. Yo, that shit is fucking loud. That's the reason why Europe said, nah, you ain't doing that engine noise no more. Europe said, nah, cut that shit off. We're gonna make you a hybrid now. God damn, you blow it, nah, that shit burn. But you know what's funny? Like the Revuelto, the black Revuelto and that purple Revuelto, they have an EV mode. So the guy turned it on, you don't hear nothing. He just slowly drive, because Europe is changing these laws and they're making it so these things have to be silent.
But like this one here,
Hybrids.
They didn't want to.
This is a V8.
Right, but they didn't want to start because they said it wasn't going to be as loud as it should be.
This costs more than the Huracán. and the Huracán had a V10. This costs more than that. And I'm like, yo, if you have a Huracán, if you have an Aventador, you keep that. Don't trade that in because...
Where's yours?
Huh?
Where's yours?
No,
where's yours?
yeah, nice to meet you, Alvin. Nice. Huh? Nice to see you. Yes. Yeah, I think yours was the best to show. Yeah. Huh?
There's a lot.
No, yours was the best. The color, the color, man. The color's crazy.
Yeah, color.
I love that color combination.
I got the yours perfect, same color.
Oh, you have the exact same thing, brake calipers too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is fabulous.
Yeah. 进去，坐进去。
Wow.
可以，坐好。
All right, yeah, nice to see you. You guys take care.
Yep, you too.
All right. Oh, they're moving to Temerario. I'm supposed to be looking at that, but, you know, I'd rather be looking at this. Temerario. Yeah, so basically they just had a party to show off the Temerario. And they're really trying to move these Uruses. These things are $350,000 each. So they have a couple of different colors, you know. So they had free pizza right there for the people to see, you know. How you doing? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Like, I was in this lane, and apparently these people got into a freaking car accident. These people got into a goddamn car accident. Let me get around them. Jesus Christ, how'd you hit this guy? Holy shit. Well, there's not really much damage. In fact, you don't really see any damage, really. So it's not too bad. So anyway, I'm just gonna hit this gas station right here, and I'm gonna call it a day. I'll throw a little bit of gas. My gas light came on, battery light came back on, not a big deal. Just gonna hit this gas right here. Woo! Okay, speeding up in the gas station, you can blow somebody up. How much is freaking gas? $4.09. What happened to make America's gas great again? Why the fuck is gas still $4? $4.09, let alone. What happened to all that bullshit about gas prices going down? What happened? What is that? $4.19. Wait, it just changed from $4.09 to $4.19. So I guess one is cash, one's credit. Usually when I would come here, they only charged you for they didn't charge you differently usually when I came here, but I guess now they do. All right. Yeah, Jesus Christ. What happened to all that Make America Gas Great Again bullshit? What the fuck happened to it? Because this shit is expensive. That's why I don't like driving this damn thing. Fucking gas. Smelling oil and shit. Burning and shit. I gotta pay. Yeah, I gotta go inside. This is ridiculous. I thought gas was supposed to be $2 by now. What happened? Where's all them Trump supporters complaining about fucking gas? Exactly. Hypocrite motherfuckers. So anyway. Well, Tesla stock is close to $400 the last time I looked. I'm not exactly sure what caused it to go up, but I guess everything's going up anyway. So my only thing is, I'm just hoping Musk can figure out a way to pump the stock to about $500. Because right at 500, once I get to that 500 mark, I'm selling all. Fuck it. Tesla doesn't pay me a dividend. My credit card stocks do. I will sell that shit and I will reinvest into credit card stocks, Goldman Sachs. It's like Tesla, I don't see the point of Tesla holding their shares anymore. I just don't. But I'm just saying, if we can get to 500, I'm out. For right now, we're almost to 400. But all it takes is Elon to open up his dumbass mouth. And as soon as he says something stupid, the stocks are going to fall again. And I can't have that. I'd rather be off of that roller coaster. I've been on that roller coaster since 2012. And at this point, now that everybody else has got their electric vehicles, I think it's time for me to bid that Afrikaner say adieu. It's time for me to bid that Afrikaner goodbye.
Remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian. See a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman. I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? Thomas Sowell and Justice Clarence Thomas are far better black role models to celebrate than Martin Luther King. Period. End of story. This guy is not worthy of a national holiday. He is not worthy of godlike status. In fact, I think it's really harmful. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
To be continued.